Hi guys, Ambercraft, your local writer here. Now today I wanted to talk about show versus tell. This is perhaps one of the biggest rules that, if not followed correctly, will always prevent your novel from being published. Tell is most often done in first drafts because you are trying to get the story along and you can always add detail later. This is also because it's the most natural way to write in the same manner in which we speak. Now tell is to summarize something, whereas show is to act it out instead of telling. Part of the problem is also that movies have a lot of telling. So between TV and everyday life, we've grown accustomed to telling more than showing. But the problem is, telling doesn't inspire emotion. Now showing takes longer, true. It's also true that it's harder and it takes longer and it requires more creativity and thinking on your part. But in the end, the result is something that has evoked emotion and feeling, not only for the story, but for the characters themselves. You have a vested interest in the characters, whereas just simple telling wouldn't have done that. Now telling is okay in some instances where you're doing first person or a crime novel where there has to be a lot of telling what is going on, but that also can be done by showing. Sometimes you have to tell what you're seeing, like if you're reporting to a commanding officer, or if your novel has something to do with the military or someone briefing their soldiers and telling them what is going on and what they will face. The only other time that telling is almost necessary more than showing is when someone has had an absence in your novel and it must be explained. With any novel, you always want to invoke feeling and have the reader invested. If you have a series, you want them to read more. And if you have a single book, you want them to read the next chapter. Otherwise, a novel is almost always only 30% telling. If you have more than this, you probably need another revision. So if you question whether you have more showing than telling, have someone read it. That's usually what a first beta read around is good for. If you have any questions on showing versus telling, or if you need any advice, feel free to email me, tweet me, then there's always snail mail down below. I hope that I helped in any way to clear that up for you guys, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Until then guys, happy writing. Bye.